talking. I like to be sure I'm not talking to myself. So bear with us a few minutes, and this would start streaming, and then we talk.
All right, very good.
Okay, we are on YouTube, and in case you miss some of these things, you can also access them in YouTube. We see a lot of alumni, TeamFi alumni, people who are already familiar with us. That's good to see you. That's also a testament to what TeamFi stands for.
So now let's ask you guys on a voice check. Is it? Can you guys hear us? Can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Is the audio good?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
good. Awesome. Thanks for that response.
Very good from my end too.
That helps us a lot to know where we're going. Okay. Before I go to my PowerPoint, any question that needs to, okay, audio is good. I will be talking and adding as we're going. Let me try and open it now.
Okay. All right.
We're going to tactic to do this because I have my laptop set up, but that's not working. So this is us reverting to one laptop that we are broadcasting from.
All right, guys. Can y'all see?
Well, we will accomplish.
Can y'all see these? Let's say yes or just
yes, you can see it.
Yes, Mama, I can see it from here.
To bring it down. Okay, as you can see, if you go, let's start from our website. If you go to our website, that website is teamfachristianuniversity.com. That's where we are housed. That's where we are. Most of this information that we're going to be talking about will be. It's already on. This is an online course student catalog for January 2024 to December 2024. So this is for the next year coming. Our first year of classes will start January 15th. So everything we're talking about today is for next year. This is, slow down a little bit. Thank you. Up. Okay, you see our logo? That's what you will see when you, for those of us who will do a search on Google, there may be other TCU or TeamFi Christian University, I don't know. But the logo is what to look out for. And then the name TeamFi Christian University. You see our motto is still the same thing, the same motto we had with the institute. We're carrying it to the university, turning passion to pursuits. And then we keep going. Keep going. If you go to our website, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see students catalog or the word catalog. That's what to look for all this information. You're also going to see our address, Sacramento, California, USA. You're going to see our phone number. Please, if you want to reach us, you can call this number, but better off reach us through WhatsApp. This is expensive to do. This version is effective January to December. Let's keep going. And then we have a table of contents. This table of contents is designed to help you navigate around. For instance, if you click mission statement, for instance, okay, this is downloaded. It's not going to show you that. But if you click any of this, it would open up to that table of content for you to see. So we do have start with a message from the president, and then our mission statement, and then we're going to go to learning outcome and on and on and on. So I'm going to just zoom through this. But when you do go to review this, all the information you're looking for can be accessed through the table of content. For instance, the master's degree courses, it would be located at page 29 of the brochure. So that's very easy to navigate around and find what you're looking for. And even though I cannot click and get to where I'm going, okay, it's even here. How do I get back again after clicking and opening that?
You have to go all the way up.
Okay. Okay, need to scroll back
up.
up. Let's go page by page. Bear with me. I am using my wife's laptop, not very familiar with it. You know how we operate if you're comfortable with your own laptop. But we'll get this done. We are determined to get this done. I'm not going to click that again.
You're like, I'm done clicking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to the next one.
So that we keep going. Okay, we can stop here. We can start from here.
Okay.
So the first thing we want you to look at is the facilities, what we are offering, campus and facilities. These are the things that are available to help you enjoy your learning experience. Key features, number one is the online learning platform. Because we are 100% online institution, our online presence and platform is robust. It's designed to help you make it seamless so that the online experience is not more complicated than it can be. So we made that presence we have a very good website, easy to navigate. We have a digital library and learning resources that you can access. Obviously, you can also access your own. The virtual classrooms and web conferencing facility is also made easy for you to use and for you to navigate around. We are trying very hard to remove any technical hitch that may be a problem so that your time is not consumed in just navigating the website or trying to get online. The informations are there and you will have support. We have online student services and support. The faculty and administrative offices are available. Obviously, you're not going to see them, but there are officers that will be able to handle and answer your question for every course. It's not just going to be my wife and I. There are going to be lecturers and professors who will be taking classes. Obviously, we're offering a lot more classes or courses and areas of study that we have no expertise in. So we have people who are experts in the areas that we're not familiar with. Accessibility and inclusivity. Our online campus is designed to be fully accessible and inclusive. That's just what I've talked about earlier on. Let's keep going. Hours of service, 8 to 6 p.m. This 8 to 6 p.m. is Texas time. That is the central time, if you will. It's not California time because even though our school is registered and based in California, we live in Texas. So our operation is Texas or Central time. Central time, if you're in Africa, is anywhere between 6 hours difference, 6 hours behind you to 8 hours behind. If you're in South Africa right now, it's 8 hours behind, meaning in the US, this is 7 after 7, it's about after 1 o'clock. So, and around there. Let's keep going. The authorization and disclosures. This is very important for those who are wondering, are we legit? You want to go here, and I'm going to read it line so that we can see it. It says, Timfa Christian University has demonstrated to the Bureau for Private Post-Secondary Education in the state of California that it has met the qualification for exemption from regulation under the Act pursuant to California Post-Secondary Education Code, CEC. It gives us a section. What all those jargon means is that we are recognized by the state of California as a Christian institution to offer degree courses. That's what all that means. I'm a lawyer, so we tend to want to read all those. And our address is there too for you to see. There's an address, there's a website to go, the www.bppeca.gov. If you're wondering where to find us under the government listing, this is the agency that regulates a higher institution in California, and obviously that's the agency that regulates us. Let's keep going.
Accreditation is not here.
Okay. Secondly, and actually that accreditation is on my website. That's one question that a lot of us would have. On our website too, you will see the agency or the commission that has accredited us. And they also oversee the quality of our course and performance. Their information is right there on the website. It's called Transworld International Commission. So just 2 weeks ago, we were the president of Transworld, Dr. Anderson. So this is legit. You can also look at our website and see who is sending us or who is standing behind us. That's a better way of looking at it. God is sending us, but these guys who are fellow Christian brothers are standing behind us in what we are doing. We're going to talk about how the accreditation. By the way, while we are here, let me say a little bit. For those of us who also are looking for accreditation, let's say you have your own school. You have your own school, but you're not accredited to anybody. Obviously, you cannot accredit with the Transworld or most of these bodies in the US because they have no oversight. They can't come down and see your school and do all that. You can affiliate with us, and then the degrees that you offer would also become accredited, just as our own. But if this is the area you're interested in, you can contact us and say, I have a school. I'm looking for accreditation. This body has given us the power and the authorization for some of our affiliates to ride on our back so that we will do the site overseeing and they would do what they need to do for the California. But the degrees that you offer would be TCU degrees.
Okay, I'm coming in on the academic calendar. So a lot of people are asking, when does one the semesters or the terms, when does it run, or how does it run, and how do we know? So now TIMFA is set up on a 6 or 8 weeks rolling terms. Okay, we're on a rolling term, and what it means is you start a class. We're starting January, January 15th, that we're gonna start the class, okay? The first class. Now for all our bachelor degree students, you're gonna run 2 courses. No matter the degree that you choose, you run 2 courses at a time, and those 2 courses are gonna run for 8 weeks. So you go for 8 weeks with 2 courses, and as soon as your class for those 2 courses end today, tomorrow you're starting another 2 classes. Okay, so you run for another 8 weeks, and then the next, at the end of the 8 weeks, the next day you start another 8 weeks. So you're gonna be rolling 8 weeks at a time, 8 weeks at a time. And that is why for a bachelor's degree with Tifa Christian University, you're gonna be done in 2 years and not 4 years. So it's not a 4-year college degree, but it's gonna be 2 years. You still getting a bachelor's, but you're doing it in the half amount of time and half amount of money, okay? So if you are gonna be registering for master's degree, you're gonna take one course at a time, one course at a time, one course for 6 weeks at a time. So you start January 15th, and when you're done that 6 weeks, you're done today, the next day you start. Now, somebody may say, you know what if I just want to jump out? What if I just want to jump out? I'm not ready for the next 6 weeks. You know, I'm done with 8 weeks, but I want to take a break. Or there is something that happened, maybe an emergency or situations in life that may require your attention. And you feel like, you know, I'm not going to be, you know, set up to go another 6 weeks. You can really, you know, just you write to the academic registrar, and you know, you just pull out for 6 weeks, and of course with approval, and then you jump back in the next 6 weeks. So, you know, we roll on the rolling semester or rolling term level. 2 years. I think it's 18 months or something. Doctorate degree or doctoral degree is the same. So what it happens is you're not wasting all the time being on holidays when you don't need to be holidays. You are 90 days, guys. So it's not really so like too fast-paced. No, it's not fast-paced. So you're paced nicely. The only
Yeah.
Hey about them guys in the back. Okay. All right, guys. All right, hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on.
Sound is going to be
Issues with our uh,
Yes, ma'am.
issues with our, what is it called? With our program, and the internet is very, very poor where we are. So I'm so sorry about that. My goodness, we're trying to rectify, so I'm not sure what's going on. So please bear with us. Bear with us, guys. We're trying so hard to rectify. What? Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Okay. Where were we? Let me go ahead. Presentation.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do this a little bit in and out the way we
Can you mute yourself, please? Asking. Daddy, good evening.
seems like there's something with that. Okay, Ted, go ahead.
Okay, guys, let me do this. This guy, we need to remove.
Go ahead with the presentation. Can you all hear us? All right, guys, can you guys hear us, please? Can somebody let us know if you can hear us? Yes, okay. Let me go ahead, they can hear.
Okay, I'm gonna just do this without the PowerPoint because that seems to be the problem, if you can hear us. We were talking about our library resources, a lot of them. The next thing that I want to talk about is the admission requirements. The admission requirement starts from you contacting us and you saying, tell me about the program. I'm interested in the program. Contacting us through email, info@tcu.org. Contact us through the email, and then we'll respond back to you. We'll send you the application, or you can fill the application online through our website. And your application does not start until you pay the $50 application fee. Once that's done, that kicks in the process of reviewing your eligibility and your qualification. Once the Director of Student Studies finishes that, he transfers the file to the Dean of Studies. The Dean of Studies approves it, and then we send you a letter of admission. Once you get our letter of admission, that's a sign that you are now officially a student, but not yet. The only thing it does is it transfers the responsibility to you until we will be waiting for you to send us your acceptance letter or contacting us saying, I accept the admission. Then you're now a fully admitted student. And then we'll go from there. After you're admitted, we would now walk you through orientation phase, where we walk you through your course of study, your choice of study. You will do consulting, and then we'll decide, I help you decide which course and how far that would go. And once that's done, your studies have started once you make your tuition payment. Again, this is on page 21 of our student brochure on our website. Again, sorry, we can't show you that because it seems to be that when we are showing that, it kicks us out. So far, so good, we'll stay with it. Now, in terms of admission, one thing that I want to mention, because I'm sure a lot of us are asking, what are the requirements? Well, the requirement will be for you to send us your transcript, and then we'll review your transcript. But obviously, you're not going to be asking to do a doctoral degree if you haven't done a master's anywhere. So the assumption, if you're wanting to do a doctoral, is that you have done a master's degree somewhere. The assumption is that if you want to do a master's program, you have done a bachelor's degree. If you have not done any of those things, you're going to go to bachelor's. And on that note, I want to talk about what we call the ability to benefit students, meaning even if you're not qualified to start a bachelor's degree, there are other criteria that we consider. So if you apply and then you give us those criteria that we're looking for, which we'll tell you, we will consider it for a bachelor's program. I'll give you one example. Let's say you've been a pastor for 20 years. In all the academic programs you've done has been in-house, meaning with your organization. You don't have a high school, you don't have a bachelor's, but you've done enough work for a bachelor's. If you give us evidence of that and longevity, meaning your experience in the field of study. Now, if you've been a pastor and you want to do counseling and you can document that you've done counseling, we are not going to give you admission for that. But if you've been a pastor for 20 years, you don't have a first degree, and you want to do pastoral ministry, we will consider that because it's still in the same field that you are operating. And that is called the ability to benefit. This is a little bit muggy, please go and review that. That's on page 22. It says you must complete the application process as outlined, meaning you're going to have to pay the $50, provide a transcript of whatever you have, and then you pass an ability to benefit test. We will give you a test to do. That test may be based on your experience or claimed experience. It may be based on your area of interest. Let's say there's a need for women ministers in in your own region, and that's what your ministry is. And you're reaching out to us, you're saying, I want to obtain some skills and qualification because I'm the only female minister or female pastor in my region. We will consider that because we are a Christian organization and we are ministerial, meaning our number one thing is to spread the word. So if we have someone who is in the trenches with us, we're going to consider that. But why I'm saying this is, we're now, for the first degree, we're not exclusively considering what you're having high school and all that. We are considering the work you have done, and we could give admission based on that. We give credit to it. Obviously, we are a U.S. university, U.S. institution. If you're not resident in the U.S., everybody else will be an international student. Because we're online, that's probably not going to have too much effect for you. If we were on site, that would mean a whole lot. It would mean a lot in terms of your tuition. It will mean a lot in terms of a lot of things that you can do. How do we start the application process? I think I have explained that. Let's keep going. I'm scrolling down before we start taking your question.
We're going to be taking your questions in a little bit. So if you have your questions, please have them ready so we can answer them. Okay.
I know a lot of.
Wait until we give you all the information. Just hold on. We give you all the information.
I know a lot of people are wondering what are the courses that we offer.
Yes.
There are 6 bachelor's courses that we offer. Number 1 is Bachelor of Arts in Theology, Bachelor of Arts in Christian Ethics and Management, Bachelor of Arts in Christian Counseling, Bachelor of Science in Christian Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Christian Entrepreneurship, Bachelor of Arts in Christian Leadership. That's 6 bachelor's degree that we are offering right now. The master's degree is also off of those 6, except that we are adding Bachelor of Arts in Pastoral Counseling or Pastoral Ministry. We also have that. Other than that, we have the other 6 that we mentioned earlier on. We offer a master's degree on them. And then we go to the doctoral. We have 6 doctoral programs. The whole things we have mentioned, we also offer doctoral programs on them, except that when it comes to counseling, we have 2 programs for counselors. We have the Doctor of Philosophy in Christian Counseling, and then we have the Doctor of Philosophy in Christian Counseling with specialization in marriage, family, and child therapy. So what does that mean? It just means that some people might choose to focus in marriage and family as us. Some people might do general counseling. So it will be your choice. Now, those are the courses that we offer. let's go straight into the fees, and then we'll take questions. Hold on. I'm scrolling so that we can get out of here, since we're not showing you the PowerPoint and the material itself. So the idea is for you to go back to the website and satisfy your questions and answer some of your questions that you might have.
So as you're looking for that, I gotta also let y'all know that please, the best way to get all the information, and that's why we've shared the information on the catalog. If you wanna, I know a lot of people don't like to read, a lot of information, but we think that it's necessary to give you all the information. As a matter of fact, if you go ahead and put in the time to go through the catalog, it's very detailed, because a lot of people are just telling us, I'm interested, and we keep sharing the catalog. And people want us to tell them, what about this? What about this? What about that? We can answer what about this? What about that forever, and we're going nowhere. So if you're really serious about registering at Tifa Christian University, the very first thing you want to do is to go through the catalog. You need to sit down and go through that catalog, and then abreast yourself of the information. Now, when you go through the catalog and you look at it and say, you know what, I'm ready for this, you go do the application. It's $50. You have to, because if you're interested in this institution, the catalog tells you the fees, tells you the semesters, tells you the courses, tells you how to apply, tells you, if you're a transfer student, what you can transfer in and what you cannot transfer in, how to pay, and everything. It tells you all of that. So when you finish going through the catalog, then you go and fill out the application. At the very last bit, it's going to ask you to make a payment of $50. The reason is, by the time you pay the $50, you are a very serious prospective student. We will assign you a student advisor. The student advisor will work with you one-on-one to get you admitted. So if you're just in the marketplace throwing out questions, I'm sorry, it's going to be nearly impossible for us to answer specific questions. So everybody is going to have specific background, specific information that is related to them. Everybody is going to have it. That's true. We can't delve into your specific until you fill the application. If you don't fill that application, I'm sorry, we cannot assign you a staff, okay? But when you do fill the application, we assign you a staff that's gonna work with you. If you need credits, they'll give you credits. If you need transfers, they'll tell you which courses to transfer. They will help you to work your degree plan and answer all the questions one-on-one, okay? We can't do that unless we're sure that you're even serious to register in the course. So I want everybody to know this, because we've been getting all kinds of questions and we have been bombarded, God knows, with so many questions. And as much as we want to entertain those, it's impossible. We can't do it. So we've decided to do this open house information. And as you can see, everything we're telling you goes back to catalog. It goes back to the catalog. So please, we're gonna have to, encourage people to go, and it's on our website. So it's not like, okay, where is it? It's on our website. You dial in www.teamfireuniversity.com. teamfireuniversity.com. Go down to that home page, and you're gonna see on that home page, one of the quick links will be the student catalog. You click it, you have the whole catalog. You can even download it if you want to, so that way you can have it. Now, how do we pay the $50 you pay with a card. A lot of us shop online. You shop online. You just give them your card, and they'll withdraw it. We get students paying from all over the world. You can with your card.
Through
You can pay. You can make the payment, and then it will just draw it. So if somebody, you can't come to us and say, "Oh, we can't pay you $50. We're gonna need you to give us the equivalent in rand." The equivalent in, we can't do that, because Tifa Christian University is registered in the USA and no other country. We're not registered anywhere but in the USA. So we cannot collect if you're from Zambia, we can't collect your fee. If you're in Nigeria, we can't even collect from you. If you're in Rwanda, we can't, because Tifa Christian University does not have an account in any other country except the United States.
Unlike TINFA.
Yes, unlike TINFA.org, TINFA.org has even account in what? Nigeria and South Africa, and that's it. Because we can't even accept any money from Ghana, Cameroon, and all of that. Okay, I do not think that there is an institution that has representative or registered in every country. That institution does not exist, and run away if you see them. So we have a lot of African students, a lot of European students, and a lot of South American students that come to school in the US. You guys know them, your children are part of them, or you may have gone to school. They didn't collect your currency, your local currency. You gotta pay in the currency where the institution is registered, because that's how they can collect. All right. So that's what, but it takes, just use your card and punch in the numbers, okay? And it will collect you from your card. That is just that simple. It's just that simple. And there's no other way that we can do that, because when you start school, that's the way you're gonna be, paying your school fees. Okay, so that's the way it goes. I mean, when you start school, you can actually do maybe PayPal, because it says it on there how you can pay. So honey, go ahead with the fees, with the program fees.
Here are the fees for bachelor's degree. What the board of directors have done, that's on page 16. What the board has done is to make a uniform fee for each course. And for the bachelor's degree program, the first fee is a non-refundable application fee of $50. Mark the word non-refundable. And then the second fee is actually per credit. For every 3 credits, you pay $240. Now, how does that work in terms of taking 2 courses? What that means is you pay for 2 credits that you'll be taking for 6 weeks, for 8 weeks, and then the one that makes it 3 credits you take for the next one, and then the next one. I hope that's clear. There will 6 credits will 8 weeks will be 4 credits. So you're actually paying
3.
You're paying 3 and 3.
Yeah,
as you go.
So can I help you there?
Sure.
Okay. So what we're saying is, let's say you're registering for applying for the bachelor's degree. And guys, let me tell you, if you wanna, because we're premiering, this is our premiere. If you wanna be one of our premier students, you have a lot of perks that we're gonna give you. One, because we're new. It happened with TINFA.org, where we're doing certification. There were times in the past, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, when we first started, we were literally begging people to come and register. Today, what people paid, what was it? $50, $40, 7 years ago,
5,000 naira
is now
$500.
$250 and even going up. Okay, so if you are a premier student and you're gonna start in January, I promise you, we will work with you. Okay, I promise you we'll work with you. But if you sleep on it at this time and say, come and meet us in the next 2 years. If you think our fees are high now, oh man, you're gonna think, you're gonna regret it. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. So how do we, let me break this down. To break this down, when you make your $50 application, we come by you, like literally stand by you. We help you in qualification of the things that you need to qualify to join the program, to start the program, okay? We will do that for you because there are some credits, okay, which is life experience that you have, but you don't know that those will count as credits. So that those are the things that we say we have to assign you as staff. Now, if you are registered or you want to take the bachelor's degree, your fee is this, okay? The totality of the fee is $5,760, all of it, for you to get a bachelor degree in pastoral care, bachelor degree in counseling, bachelor degree, only $5,760. Question, do I have to pay all of this at one time? No one, hear me right, no one expects you to pay all of it at one time, no. Remember that you're gonna go to school for 24 months, which is 2 years, okay? So these fees are broken down for you. And you know what? You're welcome to go to other universities and compare, okay? And compare. So don't take our word for it. Some people have come and said, it's too high. Nobody's expecting you to pay all at one time. If you pay all at one time, we will love you. But this is what we want you to do. Since you're gonna be taking 2 courses at a time, if this is bachelor, since you're taking 2 courses at a time, 1 course is a 3-credit course, and 1 course is $240. 1 course. So if you're taking 2 courses, it's gonna be $240 and $240, that's $480. So for a period of 8 weeks, all you need to do to pay to stay in school is, if you want to go part-time, you would have to pay $240 for only 1 class. But if you want to do full-time, so you're done in 2 years, you do $240 and $240, $480 for 1 session. And 1 session is 8 weeks. So that means by the end, towards the end of that 8 weeks, you would have to pay another $480 to be registered with, in 2 classes again. So that's what you have to pay like that until you are done, okay? Now, if you're taking master's degree, your master's degree, totality of it is $7,560 to get a master's degree, all right? Now, how do we break this down? How we break this down is that the master degree courses are 4-credit courses. They're all 4-credit courses. So what you gotta do is you will register 1 course at a time of 6 weeks, because the duration of your term is 6 weeks, your rolling term. So 6 weeks, 6 weeks. And you're going to be taking 1 course each. It's just so beautiful. You focus on that 1 course. And that 1 course you're going to be taking is $630. So for every 6 weeks, you're paying only $630. For every 6 weeks, you're paying only $630. In any particular week, you feel, you know what, I got to jump out, but you have to have a reason. You just don't not show up. If you don't show up for a certain period of time, we reserve the right to drop you as a student. And if you come back, you have to reapply. All of that is in the catalog. All of that is in the catalog. So we encourage you to keep going, all right? So a lot of us would have to get funding, maybe from our church, from their churches, from sponsors. People have asked us, do you have full scholarship? We do not have full scholarship. Let me just put it out there. We don't have full scholarship, Okay, we're just new. We're just starting. Our overhead is over the top. But because this is a vision that God has given us, we are willing to sacrifice and make it happen for you all. All right. So we do not have full scholarship, just know it. But you can seek sponsorship from all over, your spheres of influence. So it's $630 each 6 weeks until you're done. Now, if you're doing doctorate, okay, if you're going to be doing one of the doctorate degrees, it's going to be your tuition is $7,020
Only.
$7,020 only, the whole doctoral, course, okay? And what you're doing is you're going to be taking a course, 5 credit hour course every 6 weeks. 5 credit hour course every 6 weeks, okay? And each course is $780 per course. $780 per course, okay? And your time period is 6 weeks. In short, for many institutions, if you go to take a doctorate degree, you're going to be there forever. Some people, they're there for 4 years and 5 years and 7 years and all manner of years. But you can be done in 2 years with TINFA USA. Now, if you're taking the doctorate, you're going to defend your dissertation. So your dissertation defense fee, when it gets there, is $2,000. Okay, and of course, each of these have graduation. Okay, let me talk about the graduation. The graduation fee you're gonna pay for the bachelor's is $600, for the master's $650, and then for the graduation, for the doctorate is $700. And graduations are gonna be done in the United States of America. And we'll, as usual, we are gonna give invitations for people to come. All right. So that's about it. They give you, if you look in the what is it called?
Brochure.
The brochure, the catalog, it gives you some leeway, 7 days due date, it gives you a due date for you to pay your fees. It might let you maybe 7 days late, but after that, certain fees or interest starts to apply. You see, so that's something to watch out for. And then, if you want to withdraw as a student, you are also welcome to do that. We hope that many people don't do this, but if somebody registers in an institution and they say, I don't want to get again, you just do it officially and then withdraw officially from the school. Okay, so that's what it is. If you have any master's, or if you want, especially if you have a master's degree or a bachelor's degree or a doctoral degree, and you want to come to TINFA to do another bachelor's, if you had a bachelor's, you want to come and take another bachelor's, or you have a bachelor's somewhere and you want to do master's, or in other words, if you're going to want to transfer courses, please, that's when you want to hurry and go put in the application. I cannot tell you anywhere what the nitty-gritty. You can transfer what you cannot and all of that. We promise you we're going to work with you, but you're going to have to put in the application before we start. Otherwise, it's going to be, like over 1,000 people trying to, call us and say, do this, do that, this one, I have this one, can I do this? I have this one. We're not even the student advisors. We do have the student advisors that are gonna work with you. All they do is they're gonna work with you to get you admitted. So don't worry about it. But the earlier you start and apply, the better.
Okay. At this time, we will be taking your questions. Once again, the idea here is to introduce you to this catalog that's on the website. Please review the website, excuse me. Review the website, go there and review it and answer some of your questions. The one that you have no answer for, reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to take your question. Go ahead, honey. Okay. Okay. I see one hand raised now. There are two ways.
Tell them about the materials.
Okay.
See, once you make that payment, okay, the school fees includes all your material. With Tifa Christian University, you don't have to buy any more material. It's part of your school fees. It includes your materials, you know, all your books, your textbooks, everything. It includes all your class discussions. It does include that. And of course, it includes your learning, your certificate, and everything. Okay? So just know that, except that it does not include your graduation, because graduation fees are different.
Or your personal study, the things you want to study on your own. But all the required textbooks we will provide.
Yes.
Okay, let's keep going now. We'll take the first question from Raymond. Let's take from Raymond. Raymond raised his hand first. Raymond, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Daddy. Thank you, Mommy, for this wonderful opportunity. It's Raymond, a Cameroonian. Thank you for the time you've taken for this wonderful presentation. Please, I have these questions to ask, and kindly permit me ask them one after the other so that I just leave the floor once I'm done with the question.
How many questions?
Just about
You,
three.
you also want to give other people opportunity. So limit it to 2.
All right, Mommy, no problem. Thank you. All right. I wish to ask, what's the difference between Bachelor of Arts in Christian Counseling and Bachelor of Technology in Psychology?
Okay.
Student advisor.
Okay, your student advisor will help, but since this is my area, I can be able to give you some information. Usually psychology is a very broad spectrum of study. The counseling deals with just counseling therapy specifically. Psychology deals more with human development, human makeup, human behavior. Counseling deals with humans that have problems. So that's probably the best way to look at it. One is more widespread. It's like someone is doing an MBA and someone is doing marketing, masters in marketing, and an MBA that comprises all little portions of marketing, management, accounting, little things in MBA. But if you're doing accounting, it's strictly accounting. I hope that answers your question.
And if you need more answer to that, if you go to the catalog, check out that degree in psychology. It will tell you exactly what it covers, including the sub courses, including what you can do with it when you're done, and then compare it with the other one that you mentioned.
Okay. Well, somebody's asking, and we'll come to you, Andrew. Do you still have another question, Raymond?
Yes, Daddy, just one.
Okay.
If you've done TIMFA course in marriage counseling, marriage and family counseling, and you are about to take a bachelor's degree, a Bachelor of Arts in Christian Counseling, the certificate, like maybe at the end of the bachelor degree, you will be certified counselor. What difference do we have between? I know that of the TIMFA.org is like maybe a brief course in counseling, but at one point I was told it's a certified counselor, US certified. So if I obtain bachelor's degree in this, is it still certified or something, or a different name is?
It's a degree program. It's a 2-year program. Obviously, you're doing a whole lot more. Let me just break it down a little bit. If you do a certification, the TIMFA certification is 1 month. So we have those little things that we cover. You're probably going to spend a semester covering some of them. So that's a whole lot of areas that you'll be going into. That's one way of looking at it. But even at the degree course, remember, some people are still going to go and do masters in counseling. So you're asking, what are they doing? I thought we finished it. No, there's still more area. In fact, in Texas, for you to be a licensed counselor, you have to have a master's in counseling. Some people are doing doctorate degree in counseling. So either they are narrowing the broad area or they are broadening the narrow area. So that's the best way to look at it. A degree is different from a diploma. Let's just say that what you have for the 1 month is a diploma. Now you're getting a degree in counseling. So that answers it. Let's go to Andrew Makoma. I see your hand raised. Andrew, can you hear us?
Unmute yourself.
Andrew, unmute yourself. Otherwise, we'll go to an iPhone person that raised their hand. I wish we can see your name. But unmute yourself, either Andrew or anyone that raised their hand.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Lily Chipazi. I think it's appearing as iPhone because I was traveling, so I didn't have to. I just had to use the gadget that I had at hand. Right. Thank you so much for the information. I would like to ask about the fees. I think I've got two things about the fees and then the learning platform. The fees, is it possible for it to be broken down into monthly payments so that even when there's a break, people still continue to pay on a monthly basis to catch up?
Absolutely. We are willing to work with us on a case-by-case basis. But I want you to review the catalog. The catalog is basically month to month, because if you look at it, you're making a payment for 8 weeks. That's for 2 weeks, 2 months, I mean. It's really broken down to that level. And now, if you want us to break it down a little bit more, it's not something that I will say categorically that we will do, but we will consider any conditions.
No, okay. This is what, Lily, this is how to help you. Let's say you want to do any course, any of them, okay? To start off, we can't let you start off with half payment. So to start off, you have to make your full payment, like full payment for that semester or for that term, okay? So if you, let me say, for example, somebody's going into a bachelor's degree, okay, for example. So it's $240 per course, and you're going to be doing 2 courses. The hardest, I would imagine, is to muster $480 at one time to start the course. And you have from here till January 15th, okay? So when you can pay that $480 to start, then at the end of the month, you can start paying it towards your next session. That's how to do the month to month. So that by the time your 8 weeks is done, you're already registered and ready for the next two classes. Are you getting what I'm saying? And when you start out these classes, you pay, if you keep paying every month, sending $240 and $240, you will be done without any hassle because you're paying forward. So before your term comes in, you're good. And then you continue to do it that way, you pay it off, okay? The only thing is the beginning, the institute will not allow you to pay less than the full payment for one course. That's the only thing. Okay. So that's going to be the hardest. And that's why we're starting early to let people know, because if you put your money together now to start you on a course or 2 courses by January, then you start paying by the end of January, you can pay something, then you're paying forward and you're going to be good.
Okay. Right. Yes. So then the other one is about the learning platform. So will the learning platform be in such a way that it allows privacy when people are posting their assignments? Unlike when we were doing those short courses, you'd post it, it was like an open space.
So you're gonna be in a class with other students.
Yes.
No, going to school is not a secret society. As a
No.
matter of fact, you're better off studying and learning with each other. You know, this is online. We don't want you to be an isolated person because we want you to be able to network with your fellow students. And you can't network. There's no other place. It's not like, okay, meet us in the market square or something like that. We don't have stuff like that. So you're going to be in a class with the rest of your cohorts. We're gonna give you assignments. Everybody's gonna post the assignment on the school learning board. Okay, it's different from your exam. Your exam, is just between you and the exam. But we want you to interact. So there are some assignments where you have to email. You just posted an email, and there's some assignment that we intentionally want the students to collaborate. Seriously, because you got to collaborate. Otherwise, you don't feel that you're in school. You're all alone. And then when you graduate, you're just out in the water by yourself. You don't even want to do that. You don't want nobody to do that to you. So it's going to be non-threatening, my dear. So it's not going to be bad. You're going to need each other. Certain things you're going to do by yourself, and certain things we would want you to collaborate. And you're going to be glad that you collaborated.
Yeah, no, I don't understand about the issue of collaboration, but if like it's like a serious assignment, like you just post it there, I don't know, what stops the other person who is behind to, to get into the assignment and get an easy ride.
Okay, I see what you're
saying.
They
might not copy, they can just work around it.
Discussion. If it's a discussion, obviously it's a discussion, everybody says it.
That I understand,
if it's an assignment, then we wouldn't do your assignment and post it so everybody copies you.
Email it.
No, you email your assignment to the lecturer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to Moro. M-O-T.
Andrew is ready now.
Okay, Andrew, go ahead.
Yes, I'm from Malawi. In fact, I've just this meeting because some challenge. So my question is, how many programs do you offer at the master's level and the duration of such programs?
Okay, your audio is kind of poor. So Andrew, we're not hearing you well. Unless you're able to do something.
How many programs do you offer?
Okay, how many? If I heard you well, I can answer how many programs do we offer. If that's not what you're asking, please type it. That
way. You offer at master's level. And
okay, good.
Yes.
Earlier on, I went through the programs, Andrew. We have 6 bachelor's, 6 master's, and 6 doctoral programs. That's what we are offering at the moment. Obviously, that would expand as the time that we continue going on. So most of the bachelor's that you have, we are offering masters in them, and most of the masters, we are offering doctoral programs. So you can continue, for instance, for Christian counseling, you get a bachelor's, you get a master's, and you get a doctoral on them. Okay, let's go to Mother.
Hey guys, since you guys have waited this long, we did promise scholarship for those that attend to the end. Some, we promised that we're gonna randomly pick, people. We got 5 people that will get a scholarship today. But guys, your scholarship is not full scholarship. Your scholarship is gonna be 1 term. We're gonna get you your first term, whether it's doctorate, whether it's master's, whether it's bachelor's. Your full first term in the school is gonna be on TINFA. Okay, so that's the scholarship. We want to get you off to a good start. You have to be ready to start now. you have to be ready to start now. Like literally, so if you are gonna be one of the students, you have to be able to register. You have to be ready to register when we offer it to you. It's conditional on your filling out the registration fee, going through the admission process, and then getting started pretty soon. Okay, so you're gonna be 5 of you. There are gonna be 5 of you, gonna be our 5 pilot students. Our 5 pilot students. And we're gonna be proud of you forever. So, but you have to hang on until towards the end, and we can announce who the winners are.
Okay, we got a question, a couple of questions. Someone was asking, how much is the fees in Rand? We really can't explain that. And the reason is very simple. The monies in Africa keeps going up and down. So these monies are tied to the dollar. That's really why we're tying it to the dollar, because that's a stable currency. What your Rand is today may not be what it is in January. So you can check what it is today and then obviously make the necessary adjustment. For instance, in Nigeria, the money has 1 week ago, we got a different amount of money at exchange rate. That was actually was maybe 5 days ago. And as we're arriving at the airport, oh, the money has fallen. So things are so volatile that we really can't tell you what the local currency is. Somebody else asked another question.
Moto G is unmuted.
Okay, go ahead.
Moto G, ask your question with your hand raised. Moto G. Okay, maybe they don't.
Someone is asking, what is the entry admission requirement for bachelors?
Please check the catalog.
Yep.
It will tell you in details. Does anybody know how to get the catalog? Okay, let me even ask a question. Has anybody seen the catalog? If you've seen the catalog, please can you raise your hand? Or rather, has anybody here read the catalog? Has anybody here read the catalog? Actually, it looks like our admission, our scholarships are coming from there. Has anybody read the catalog? Mr. William has read the catalog, is that right? Or do you have a question? And Joe has read the catalog, is that right? Okay, who else has read the catalog? Now be honest, because we're gonna be asking you some questions. We're gonna ask you some questions, so be very honest, okay? If you've read the catalog. But if you do have if you wanna ask a question, you can ask your question. Joe, why are you raising your hand? Let's see. Unmute yourself.
I was raising to say I've read the catalog.
Okay, good.
Okay, so which part of that catalog did you read?
Also, do you have any question?
Which part of the catalog did you read, Joe? Don't mute yourself.
I read through it and I was more particularly concerned with the qualifications.
You were more particularly concerned with the qualifications for which one? For which degree?
For the pastors.
Could you speak up? We can't hear you. Speak up, please.
Sorry. I'm saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was looking at the bachelor in theology.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the area I was concerned. I've been a pastor for 25 years, and I'm sure he was able to answer what was my concern.
Okay. Do you have a bachelor degree already or no?
No, I don't. That's what I was looking for.
That's what you were looking for. Did they tell you about the qualifications on the brochure?
They did, but now when he was going through, he was taking us through, I was able to see it's not lost when you don't have the, other qualifications. But if you have been a pastor for quite a while, like I have been,
Okay, when
then
he
there
was
is a second chance for you.
Okay, so what country are you from?
I'm from Kenya.
You're from Kenya. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you desire to be a student of Tifa Christian University?
Very much. But the dollar here, I'm telling you, it's running up and down.
The dollar is running up and down.
Well, you're a pastor, pray about it.
I will.
Okay,
Running
so
up and down with shillings or what?
I'm telling you. Currently, I think it's close to 160.
okay, any other question?
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you. Any other question from anyone else? I have a master's degree in psychology. Can I be admitted in PhD in Christian counseling? Obviously, that will be dependent on your master's degree, your GPA, but absolutely we will consider your transcripts. That's who qualifies. You already have a master's degree. That's who should ordinarily qualify to do a PhD.
All right, Bethel. Unmute yourself. Bethel, unmute yourself.
Hi, how are you, Ma?
We're great.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Good to see
Okay,
you,
my question goes like this because I believe that the Timfa University is a new college that is starting, and I think isn't there any way for the Timfa to help the students that would love to study when it comes to payment in terms of paying with the card? Because, for example, let's say, like me, let's say I don't have a card to pay online. Isn't there any way that Timfa can come up with any idea or any second alternative to help students for the
Give us an
meantime?
example, Bethel. For example, you are in South Africa, right? So, for example,
Yeah.
what alternative will work for you?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of different ways to pay
I'm
online.
asking for example.
For example, okay, I can't really remember, but I know about what's the payment method again? I know about paying through PayPal. I don't know if it works, but I would just need to check, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So when you find out, let us know. Because we don't.
Okay.
If you live in South Africa and you don't know, then definitely we have no clue. We don't live there.
Okay, someone is saying Western Union. You can go to Western Union and send money.
So if you guys prefer to go to Western Union, that will be Western Union for what? For
No, but I think Western Union does not send money to an institution. It doesn't send money.
No, it's an individual.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I will check that, and then I will let you know. Then you can go through the link and then see if it's okay.
What about Stripe? It's still
that's Stripe. No, that's Stripe. That's Stripe. PayPal is, a lot of people have issues with PayPal, and that's why we got out of PayPal, because a lot of our people are complaining about PayPal. But we have people sending their fees, scrolls, graduation gowns from Botswana, Zambia, and they're using their card. They're not having any issues. Now, if you want to be a student, really, nothing is wrong with you talking to your neighbor, friend, whoever you trust. Give them the money. If they have the card, they can send it on your behalf. I mean, there's a lot of Africans that are studying abroad, and a lot of them too have children abroad. I mean,
the love doctor is saying crypto payment. We're not there yet, love doctor. We're not at crypto level yet. But that's certainly something we'll consider in the future.
So please, what people are asking us in the comment section, you constantly doing what I'm telling you guys not to do. Don't tell me I have masters in, A and B, will Christian University admit? We are not student advisors. We're reading from the transcript, from the catalog. We're not student advisors. Okay, we have student advisors that will work with you to get you admitted. Okay, but you gotta read the catalog. That's what tells you whether you qualify to go in or not. And then go fill the application. You're gonna pay $50. Then we literally will assign you a student advisor that will meet with you and now deal with your specific issue. But their role is to get you admitted. That's their role. Their role is not to block you from being no. Their role is to work with you and get you together, package you well to get you admitted. So all of this, I have this degree. Can I? All of these, I have this degree. Can I go here? We cannot answer that question here. We can't. So the catalog tells you your qualifications. Guys, if you're gonna make such a decision to go into a higher institution, you wanna be able to go read at least the catalog. You wanna be able to read at least the catalog. I will not attend any school I have not read your catalog. No, because I don't know what you're gonna offer me. You can't take our words for it because we're a faculty and president. We're not student advisors. We're not. So you can't take our word for it. Please read that, then apply. I promise you, if you have taken our MFCC, I don't want to say this on air, but I'm going to say this now. If you've taken any of our TINFA courses, your chances are very high. Very high. Very high. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say nothing else. Okay?
Any other question?
And if you've taken MFCC, you're coming in for bachelor's, we're giving you, because MFCC is also one of the prerequisites. You're going to get credit for that. You will not take it again. In fact, not only will you not take it, we're gonna deduct a good sum of money from your school fees. That's why I said you have to sit with an advisor to, plan these things. It's so easy. It's not hard at all. Again, your pioneer student, you are at the best to be in TIFA Christian University for a time as now.
Okay, Madubi, mute yourself.
Thank you very much. My question is the university considering to give discounts for couples, for example, or family discounts? Thank you.
No, we are not. The institute did that. The university is not considering it this semester. It may be something we'll consider in future because we really, we encourage couples who are taking certain courses. For instance, if you're taking pastoral ministry or you're taking Christian counseling, we encourage that, but we do not at the moment have a program to give credit or discount for couples.
And then Pauline is asking, why are we giving only one semester scholarship? We should give a year. I think, Pauline, you should start by being grateful that you got a scholarship. You need to be grateful. This is a brand new school that is coming up. We don't even have no, what do you call it? We don't have any sponsors. We have faculties that we're gonna pay. And out of that sacrifice, we're giving you a full semester scholarship. You ought to be very, very grateful.
And Pauline, I wish we have support. I can't tell you
you ought to be
how
grateful.
much we've invested in getting just here.
Getting here.
Getting to a point where we are thinking about starting. It's been a very long journey, very expensive journey. But in our way of doing things, we are presenting it as something that is simple. It's not that simple. Raymond, do you have another question before we?
Did you ask earlier?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, Daddy, thank you very much. I just wish to take this opportunity, appreciate what you and mommy have put together to make TIMFA get to this level. It's just been few months back I came to know about TIMFA, but it has really been impactful. Thank you. Even the scholarship is, I can say, is a huge sacrifice to know the cost of study in the United States. It's actually the tuition fee already at 5,000 something. It's already a scholarship, if I think it that way. Please, just to ask one stupid question. For example, can I do masters in counseling with bachelor degree from a different study background, not necessarily counseling?
Again, it would depend on the area, but that's something the student director would consider. That's why we want you to send your transcripts, because the transcript says a lot about the courses that you took. Some MBAs are combined with several things. Some engineering courses take some art courses. We will know if you qualify. We would know. But if you've taken TIMFA courses, that gives you a very big advantage. So we'll say, go ahead and make your application, send your transcripts. We will consider it. Look, in the US, they don't care what you did in your first degree. They don't. You can be engineering, you go do lawyer. They do not care. At the very least, they may ask you to take a few courses.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, they will say, do some courses and then you join. So what they want to check is your ability to comprehend. If you can comprehend it, it really doesn't matter what course you took. So the same idea and comprehension ability that took you to complete your engineering degree will help you to do a law degree.
Like I went from law degree literally to nursing. And when you think about it, they don't match. All I had to do, this was in the United States, and all I had to do was I took a few extra courses and bam, I'm there. So whatever you do, whatever you have, bring it on. We will work it out. But you gotta start from step one. Fill out your application. We will work with you.
And let me add to that. You may take a counseling degree at the bachelor's level, and then your GPA is 1 point something. What does that tell me? It tells us that you have problem with processing things. And then somebody takes engineering, his GPA is 4 point something. It says that this person have high IQ or diligence, and they have the ability to learn and process and take exams. So that's why we say, complete the application, send your transcript, and that's a whole lot of things we look at. And the director will look at to make up his mind about your eligibility. Any other question?
Moto, do you want to ask a question? Your hand was up. Did you? No?
Okay.
All right. Lily, so nobody else has. Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all. I see a whole lot of our TIMFA family here, and I see others also. We love you all. We want you to start. the very first 5 people that's gonna turn in their application tonight are the ones gonna get that scholarship. The very first 5. And be honest, we're gonna tell you the truth. The very first 5, because I'm not gonna give you a scholarship when you haven't even shown interest. So is that right, honey? Do you have any other criteria?
Except that instead of making it tonight, maybe we say in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, you know, the first 5.
The first 5.
Yeah.
That applies in the next 48 hours,
Right.
meaning 2 days.
Right.
Once we have 5, we're done.
Yes.
You get a full semester of scholarship. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's, if you look at it, that's over $300 scholarship. 240 plus 50.
That's 480 if you're going into bachelor's, and that's 600 and something if you're going to master's, and 700 and something if you're going into, you know. So when you add it all together, it's close to $2,000
scholarship.
Yeah, and it's not just one person. We're giving 5 people, so it's a lot.
So that's close to 10,000 drop.
But we want you to be our pioneer students, and you will be glad that you registered. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you all.
So we said what if we're more than 5? Didn't we say the first 5?
The first 5.
Yeah. So we count as they come in.
And we'll announce when we get the
we'll
5.
announce the award.
Say we're done.
Yeah, we'll announce the award, definitely. Okay.
We'll tell you who got it. That's no gimmick.
All right. No, you guys, if you're a Team 5 person, if you've been Team 5, you know we will not lie to you. No, not at all. Not at all. But we want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much. Our internet was a little bit wobbly, but we thank God that you stayed patiently waiting up until now. Thank you all so very much. And you guys have a good night. I guess we are in Africa and it's night time, so we will say have a good night. In the United States, we will say have a good afternoon, but have a good night, guys. If you are coming for the graduation of the certification course on Saturday, we will see you then. The application is, somebody says the link. The application is on the website. Here's the website. Can you guys, do y'all want to write, or you want to, nobody has it. All my assistants are not here. Okay, look in the chart. Look in the chart and put it, Tifa University, www.tifauniversity.com. Okay, is that right, honey? Okay. www.tifauniversity.com, right there.
Yes, you can just click that, copy that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, or let's do this. Let's make it even easier for you guys. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna give you exactly the application. Yeah, the URL for the application. Okay. So please have your pencil or whatever, or even your phone. You can just get it. Just give me a minute. You know, I'm going on the website so I can give you exactly directly to the application. All right. Let me give you the application. Okay, good. Application form. Here we go. Okay, let me put it here. Paste. All right. So why don't you guys, where is it? Okay, right there. Right there. So www.tifauniversity.com/application-form. /application-form. It's right there on the comment section. You want to get it. And if you are on YouTube, hang on. Let me see. What did you do with our YouTubers?
Probably removed it.
Did you? If you're on YouTube watching, we want to put it for you. If we can find you, there we go, right there. Let's see. Hang on, guys. if you're YouTube, or if you're gonna watch. So if you're on Zoom now and you want to go to YouTube later on and catch it, it's Teamfa Media. Okay, on YouTube it's Teamfa Media. So if you're on YouTube, here you go. Here's the application form. There we go. Now, okay, bam, it's on YouTube, so y'all can watch it and then get it. So I hope you all got it. Okay, that's straight into there. And we look forward to having every one of you. If you're a Teamfa alumni, we've been together for so long, okay? We are still the same people, except that the Lord is calling us to a higher assignment. But we are still who we are. Nothing changed, okay? Thank you so much, Dr. Gladys. Pastor Stephen, thank you for coming. Bishop Nelson, thank you for coming. Pastor Joe, thank you for coming. Moto G, all of y'all, I can't even name everyone.
John Bosco, Miriam,
John Bosco,
Pauline,
Heather
Josephine,
okay, Nyasha, you're all, thank you so much. Lily,
Sandy,
Bethel, all of y'all, Tifa family, John Bosco. All right, Tandy, all of you guys, you're all many of you. So thank you all so much. Elvis, Mr. Williams, Fabiola, Patience, Julie, Sakani, all of you, triple share. Love doctor and love nurse.
Love director.
Oh, love director, okay. Rafaela, Miss Patience, Sandy, all of you, Liza. All right, y'all have a good night. We'll talk to y'all